Welcome to ACD-Combatives, your combatives and control tactics channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. So, well, we usually always do stuff on the ground. We might do a quick review of something, you know, like side control, get you to work side control a little bit. But what I really want to, because you're not doing CROV right now, I was going to incorporate some stand-up stuff today, just kind of go over some stuff. Specifically, I want to talk about the stop hit. The stop hit.
Okay.
Do they use that term in CROV? We used it in Kaji Kembo, but you also see Jeet Kune Do people using that term a lot. It's a Wing Chun term as well. The concept, and you're already familiar with it, like I'm telling you to stop and you keep coming at me, and I stop you with a hit. Or you're throwing a roundhouse kick, and I stop it with a kick type thing. So it's a stop hit. So we're going to really work on the lead stuff today. Because it's so quick, and Krav Maga talks about closest target, closest weapon.
Logical.
So we're really going to cover a lot of that, and I know that traditionally a lot of schools don't cover that as much. They cover the rear more or less, because there's more power there, and that's appropriate, but...
More power.
Excuse me. Today we'll work on some stop hits. We're in. Now let's talk about, we're always talking about pummeling in. Let's talk about pummeling out, as opposed to trying to create space to get in. Maybe I'll do this instead of the pass. I'll break it, you know, and I'm kind of pummeling out to create space. Because maybe you're with somebody, you sense, oh, this dude's strong, he's athletic, I don't want him to go to the ground, because you just don't want to deal with that. So let's create space. Like I'll do something like get that head in there, and then that'll allow me to sneak up into a, you know, like an outside clinch, the boom. And so let's let you experiment as we're pummeling. You find something that feels right to create space. Excellent. Because it's not always about going in, sometimes you want to get out.
I'm trying to use this left arm more
too.
too. No.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm always using my right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something
Because it's your good side, right?
Yeah.
Your strong side. And another thing we can do here is like, see how I'm using my shoulder? I can like get it up under your chin and hike it up just, I mean it's not a strike, but it's getting your head up just for a second. And then I could like, you know, like that wasn't even a takedown. That was just like peeling you off. If you go down, great. But try to use your feel like, and especially if I got my head over your shoulder anyway. Like go ahead and hike up the shoulder. Yeah. Because it just moves me. Now, when you do that, I'm going to step back and do this, and I want you to just jab or cross for technique, not for power. Here. I see. Oh, yeah. That way, if I come back in, I'm coming right into something. You're giving me something to think about. So you've got your fence up, or your fighting position, however you want to do it, and you're walking into me, boom. You're walking into me, boom. Walking into me. See, I got my high guard up, or my fence, or a long guard. Walking into me, boom. 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 Okay. You get the idea. Yep. You're like, hey. Yeah. And you'll do a lead leg teep or a lead leg kick. And as I go out, I'll put my hands up and then I want you to step in cross, or jab cross, yeah. Good. That's a rear. I want you that lead leg. Not that that wasn't fine. I'm not telling you to just not throw a rear ever.
Yeah.
We're just working on the lead stuff. Think about being a fencer. I learned this in Kaji Kimbo, but I've also cross-trained a lot with Jeet Kune Do guys. A lot of their stuff is they'll throw that lead kick and that lead punch. That's why they fight with their strong side forward.
So like linear.
Yeah, it's very linear. Not Wing Chun linear, so it's like a hybrid of boxing. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing with the foot. We'll do it real slow. Boom. Yes. Now, I'm going to introduce to you the idea of a vertical punch. Go ahead and put this on. You're thinking vertical, but no, it's going to be like this. So in boxing, the jab is going to be the drop step. Historically, you got the Dempsey drop step, and they're going to turn at the last second, and that's designed to help rip and tear and stuff like that. Historically, that's very powerful. There's nothing wrong with it. The issue is what if you are a boxer and you're always wearing gloves? You look at the old school fights with the fisticuffs, bare knuckled. Go ahead and put that up again. They kept, and they had this old timey stance. Well, part of the reason was they would do this vertical punch. Now, you're hitting with the same knuckles. With my system of Kaji Kembo, we did mostly vertical punching. Now, in Wing Chun, go ahead and put your hand out here. They do this. I don't do Wing Chun, so I'm going to get people saying that's not Wing Chun, that's not right. Let's go ahead and like this. And they're hitting with these three knuckles. And in Kaji Kembo, that was like, no. Yeah, these are the strongest. You can do that, but you condition them. Like Bruce Lee had really conditioned his knuckles. You put that up again in my system. In Kaji Kembo, you're turning it almost like you're looking at the bottom of your wrist. So I'm stepping out. So for example, you got your guard up, you're fighting me, and I go, boom! I step out to the side and clear the lead hand, like if you have a fence up. So we're going to be doing that. I'm going to actually put the head gear on. Get your guard up like you're going to fight me. Boom! I get this out of the way. Bam. Or, boom, and I just slide right over. Boom. Maybe this isn't even touching. It's an idea. In case you're in my way, I will move it out of the way. So I'll like, boom, go ahead and get your guard up. Like you're going to fight me, boom, bam, maybe I'll do a rear cross, and I'll do that lead. This is trapping and redirecting. Not to the extreme, like in Kaji Kembo, we did like go ahead and put your guard up. Yeah, we would do a lot of stuff like, boom, or we would like even practice turning each other, like stuff like that.
But does that really work in real life?
No, it doesn't. That's why I don't teach it. But at its very basic core, you get your guard up again, and that works. That makes sense. Because all I'm doing is doing a little parry outside the fence, just like the Krav Maga. I might, boom, literally slide right over, and I'm using that vertical. It's almost a horizontal punch. So it's almost like an uppercut. It's the same drop step as a jab. So I might be moving out of the way, and boom, this is just there in case maybe you have a weapon. So that's what this is. And then bam, I can use that as contact. I actually use a lot of Kaji Kembo concepts for my Hapkido. And that's why it doesn't look like traditional hot keto anymore.
Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out.